This Troper had a BSOD moment when she found out her happy-go-lucky brother, the one she thought was better off than her and was so much more optimistic, was cutting himself.
This trooper was playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers Blue Sky, and used a Reviser Seed instead of a Reviver Seed!
Heroic blue screen of death. An earth-shattering revelation or horrible event affects the hero or someone he cares deeply about, leaving him flummoxed or shocked to the point of mentally shutting down for a while.
The one and only time this Troper had his heart broken, dove into black magic in a seriously destructive way.
This Troper when Toonami was taken off of Cartoon Network!
I had this when one of my friends died. And this morning, when I was drawing manga and all the ink fell in the almost finished work. No points for guessing which is funnier.
When this Troper realized that his stalking a girl was identical to the stalking of him by a homosexual guy.
This Troper, a former member of the furry fandom, experienced what his mate referred to as a nervous breakdown when I witnessed a famous and well-liked furry artist suffer not one, not two, not three, but 4 instances of art theft in the span of a month. After that, my faith in the fandom just shattered, and I was left a bawling mess in my mate's lap.
This Troper just had one when he checked his GameCube memory card and found everything was corrupted somehow, guessing a power outage. I had no words to describe my fear and shock that likely over 1,000 hours of memories and fun, both on my own, with friends and family, was gone.
This Troper gets a PSOD every time someone touches him. It can only be a slight touch to trigger it. This Troper just hates being touched.
This Troper does this every time she finds out that one of her homework assignments is even a minute late. Seriously, she just goes blank. Needless to say, this Troper has been told a billion times that she needs to cool down about school.
I had a heroic PSOD over my own waking nightmares. Yeah, they were that awful. They were so awful, I wound up wrecking part of who I am. Well, what do you expect? I had just gone against a part of my identity that's been developing in times I can't even remember.
This editor had to go to the school counselor after hearing that some of his classmates did drugs, and that the school football team burnt effigies of athletes from other schools in the area, and that some of the other students in his class supported it. Learning that the school you always thought was a great place was actually so full of wrongness could feel like discovering that Azahoth controls the universe. It took 45 minutes for the counselor to make him feel better.
This Troper, also an Espy, had a severe freeze when his high school teacher was confronting him about not standing for the flag salute, which was technically not required and the teacher is not supposed to enact disciplinary action for. Their method of handling the alleged problem was to accuse him of not being patriotic, ask for his motivations, and ask for the phone number of a specific family member, which I don't know. After several times of saying, I don't know this number, and being told to stop lying, I decided, fuck this, it's either freeze or punch these fuckers' lights out. When I reset after the freeze, I was in the office, asked how I got there, and was promptly told not to fake losing memory, which I had genuinely lost. I went from being interrogated to sitting in the office. One of the staff members, the behavior specialist, calls this the funniest moment of her career. I sincerely hope she dies in a very horrible fashion. Because even if she didn't essentially allow staff to mentally torture one of their students, she's otherwise a bitch to me, my friends, and people unconnected to me that I don't believe deserve quite as much bitchiness as she gives them.